Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to Two Poops in a Pod. We're back. I know we didn't upload last week, or at the time of recording this today. We got real busy.
Yeah, we went to a camp that we'll talk about eventually. We have a lot of stories from that camp.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to start off with that?
I'm not going to talk about the camp. I'm just going to talk about something really, really annoying that happened yesterday. So yesterday I was running, as you know. I've started working out, which is I actually haven't talked about that, but like
we'll get to that once the story's over.
I started my run, and then this is just a really big inconvenience. My phone fell out of my pocket and then hit the ground and it cracked. And do you know what's funny? I thought it was just the screen protector, but the screen protector was completely fine in every way, but the glass underneath was like shattered.
Oh yeah, I remember at church today I was looking at your phone like, you already cracked that thing?
Yeah.
That's actually happened to me before, except on a walk. I just kind of like felt in my pocket and my phone wasn't there, and I had to go back until I found my phone on the ground. Luckily my case is actually competent, so the screen didn't crack.
I mean, mine, I just thought it would be a good idea to play music on a run, but it was not, sadly, so.
I mean, that's fair. Probably
just fell
a
out.
good time for it. Like, get some entertainment in. Feel more motivated.
Music on runs is such a good idea, but I'm never doing it again because of that.
Maybe if you get pockets with zippers and wireless wireless headphones.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If I got wireless headphones, then that would be good. So, next, do you want to talk about working out? I've started to work out, so I'll get buff and stronger. I've also been eating a lot healthier. So I'll show you the stuff I do for my workout. And it's good. Let me see. So 31 sit-ups, 15 squats, 6 inclined push-ups, 35 crunches, 15 reps in each arm for lifting weights, a 30-second plank, and a jog around the high school block.
That's a really good start for working out. Like, you're targeting the main important parts. Like, I gotta give you credit for that start. That my start was just sit-ups and push-ups every day. That's
a fair start. I'm trying to do as many as I can.
And lately, I've been using an app that will pretty much tell me what to do. But starting today, actually, I wrote down more of a different routine that I haven't tried yet, but I'll go for it because I like actually being able to choose what workouts I do, because I feel a lot more motivated when I'm doing ones that I enjoy.
I mean, I do enjoy some workouts, but honestly, it's not. I don't really enjoy doing them in general that much, rather than running. And normally afterward is when you feel good, for me.
I mean, yeah, it's never fun in the moment, but even immediately after you're done, it feels amazing. And with I need to get into running, but I hate running. I have no stamina. I have a terrible lung capacity.
Yeah, I've started getting into running, and I'm not that good at it at all. That's definitely running is definitely the bulk of the workout for me.
I gotta get into it. I just walk, and I love walking, but running I do not like the feeling of being out of breath at all.
I mean, for you with your feet,
it's not the weird feet. For those who don't know, my feet are weird. They're built weird. I don't experience pain while running. I just have a terrible lung capacity.
That's fair. My lung capacity is fine. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just fine. Now we can talk about our hidden acres.
Yeah, now it's time for camp. So we went to a camp for about, what was it, 5 days?
I think it was 5 days. The 5th day we were coming back. 3 full days.
And Which should we go to first? Should we talk about the team name, because I feel like that's the most the biggest takeaway. So we were
talk about that was horrible though.
This camp separates it by teams, and this is a church camp, so our church was a part of, everyone was grouped up in the same team as our church, and there were more people from other churches, but still. And we got pink team. And, we were all coming up with, goofy little joke names, stupid names. Tough guys wear pink, in parentheses, women too. Cancer pride. Just goofy names. Which, they weren't... Tough guys wear pink, women too wasn't that bad. I feel like that could have been picked.
That one was good, but, I can see why they didn't want that.
The majority of people, they sort of caught on to our goofing off, and they weren't having it. They wanted a serious name, which is fair. But the serious name that they came up with was Pink Predators.
I cannot believe that.
Which it was worse than any joke name we could have come up with.
Yes. And the thing is, it's meant to be taken seriously, which honestly makes it even worse. If it was a joke name, that'd at least be something, but it's just the most horrible name they could come up with.
It was so funny. We were coming up with all these joke names, and then the majority of the people thinking it's something serious came out with Pink Predators. And then for all 5 days we were identified as the Pink Predators.
That's horrible though.
It's so good, so funny.
When we told the person, I could see when we told the person our team name, I could see his face. He just kind of had a weird look on his face, but he was just okay with it.
All of even the higher ups that we told our team name, you could tell it was that's what you settled for.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't settle for it. It's just one person really ruling it, because they...
the main counselor of the pink team. First serious name.
Not the main one, the one who just ruled it. The one who ruled the pink team, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the people who, I'm not. I don't even know how to go about explaining that whole anime club story, but it's so funny.
Yeah, it is. I love the anime club.
So a lot of people who settled for the Pink Predator name were the women of the team. Not all the women. Some of them, tough guys, wear pink, women too. But a lot of the people in the team, who supported Pink Predators, they were women. And, we got this whole talk from our counselor of our cabin about how that's just how it's going to be. It's a losing fight. Back at the anime club, all the guys, they wanted to watch Naruto. But the women, they wanted to watch Sailor Moon. And
do you know who won every single time?
They always watched Sailor Moon.
Poor Sailor Moon.
Poor Sailor Moon?
Poor guys.
So now we have the anime club analogy for any situations, and now you guys do too.
For any situation where the women are ruling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even the counselor of our cabin, he didn't want us making fun of the name, all willy-nilly outside. But once we got in the cabin, we were going all out, making fun of that name.
Yes. It was fun.
It was.
That was such a fun camp.
Yeah, what else happened there?
We should talk about playing piggies.
Okay. So there's a game called Gaga Ball, right? I don't know if that's a common thing, but it's a game where you
it is a pretty common thing.
You get inside a pit or a pen or something, and you do something with the ball. I never played it. But yeah, they have the pits there, and they looked like piggy pits, and it looked like people were chasing around pigs when they were playing them. When they were playing in there. And I guess my brother and Nick, who we had on the show, decided that since it looked like a pig pen, that they could play pretend piggies. That's about it. That's the extent of that story. We just kind of joke about playing piggies now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Piggies.
Piggy. You have anything to add to that?
And then there's Farmer David, who feeds us our slop. David was our counselor who was counseling us, and we joked about how Farmer David would feed us the slop as piggies.
Yeah, Farmer David got to come over and feed us our slop.
It's funny stuff.
Funny stuff. What else happened? Do we have any more stories from camp?
We probably do. Should we talk? I feel like the bit thing is a little too hard to explain.
The bit thing? I think we can explain the bit thing. I think we got it.
Yeah, I think we can explain it.
So our friend James, you guys know who James is. We talk about him like every episode.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so like when we were at a sleepover at his house once, Muncher wasn't there. But the word bit, like calling things a bit was just kind of funny to us. So he would like pull his shirt over his head, yell the name of his parents, and he has like baby names for his parents. So it's like Mimi, Yaya, Popeye. So he would pull the shirt over his head and he would yell like stuff along the lines of Mimi, Yaya, I'm doing a bit. And now
he's doing a bit.
And now just the idea of pulling your shirt over your head is called a bit to us, and that's kind of
just called doing a bit.
Now we just kind of whenever we pull our shirt over our head and we do our whole little bit,
and we start running around. But it's even funnier if you pull your pants down along with it.
Only the truest of bit doers will perform that act.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Impressive.
On the trail. We did it while running away.
You did a bit while... When did you run away?
Or we didn't run away when we were going on the quote-unquote scenic view, you know?
Oh, because you wanted to skip out on the game, so you went on the, like, scenic view for the shortcut. I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, yeah, we were just trying to skip out on the games.
Honestly fair. I did not like playing those games. We're still talking about camp, by the way. They had, like, games that you had to play. And, they're not fun. You know when you're just forced into, like, games with a huge amount of people that are just never fun?
Yeah. It's horrible. Like, PE, it's not fun.
It's just that. It's not possible to make a game with, like, a real-life game with that many people super fun. Like, maybe you'll get into it sometimes, but...
I mean, if you're, like, really good at it, then maybe you can, but it's just not fun in the slightest.
Maybe if you're good at it. Maybe. I haven't experienced.
I mean, if you're like if you're one of the few people who's good at it, then it can be fun. But if you're not, it's just no fun.
Yeah, but yeah, that was. I never ended up skipping any of those games unless they were games that you were allowed to skip. But you know, I respect the decision to, like, go to the bathroom for like an hour or take the scenic route.
Same. Take the scenic route. And Nick's decision to go to the bathroom. he had a mean one, you know.
Yeah, drop a mean one on the sidewalk.
Yeah. I think we explained most of camp. Other than that, it's just mindless fun, you know.
Yeah.
Not mindless fun, but like it was a lot of fun.
No, it was pretty mindless.
It was pretty mindless. Do you know? I'm having a issue with OBS where a couple of weeks ago I was messing around with the settings and somehow it all yellow and red shades are just black and it's really annoying.
I don't know what you did. I don't know a lot about OBS, especially since I record these episodes with Audacity.
Yeah, but it's just annoying. I'll figure it out myself. I'm trying to figure it out.
You got this. We don't need another Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs situation here.
We don't.
Hopefully people get that. Hopefully people are staying caught up on these.
Yeah. If they're not, then a couple of days ago I was trying to add it to my featured channels. I was trying to add 2 poops in the pod, and it literally took like 30 minutes for him to explain it to me, and it was literally like that one scene in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs where the dad was really struggling to figure out that.
I like how we explained a joke, like a reference that was from this podcast.
Yeah, because not everyone watches all the podcasts.
Yeah, except for Nick. I think Nick is watching all the episodes, which props to you, Nick. Like I thought it was just going to be like Elisha watching all the episodes.
I know Elisha watches some of the episodes.
Mhm. Uh-oh, we're humming. No more camp to talk about.
I'm still trying to figure out the OBS thing. So.
Are we gonna, like, make this a theme in the episode? OBS?
This isn't gonna do, I'm just gonna be doing it in the background.
Alright. It's like when you play Google Snake, but with OBS.
Yeah, I'm playing Google Snake with OBS.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my Google Snake Let's Play, episode 45. Episode 45. Google Snake. What did you do? Are you still recording? You don't know? Share your screen. Oh, it says you're recording? We'll turn it back on.
Okay.
Is it back?
There we go. Yeah, it's back.
You're going to be silent for a second there. You want to explain to them what you just did?
Yeah, so basically, while I was messing around with the OBS trying to figure out the weird color thing, I accidentally somehow removed all my presets and got rid of the audio thing too, so yeah.
I hope this episode doesn't somehow get messed up. We're playing
but no. The thing is, I'm so lucky. I got the color back.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's go.
I also had to reset all my presets to do it, which is kind of annoying, but meh, it's whatever. It's not a big deal.
At least your audio's recording again.
Yeah.
All right. Now what?
I really hope nothing goes wrong and all this audio is just gone. That would be horrible.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's not gonna happen though.
We don't need a lost episode, especially since we have to record 2 this week because I'm gonna be camping again.
Yeah, we're gonna record one with Elisha also, I think, later.
Yeah, that'll give us stuff to talk about.
Do you wanna get into our first one, or do you wanna try to keep talking about whatever we can?
Well, I feel like it won't hurt to start a topic at this point. We're 18 minutes in.
Yeah. Wrong server. Okay. Random habits.
We did that one last time. It's just not deleted because it's in the same message as the one that we didn't do last time.
Yeah. Okay. Rant about something that annoys you. There's a lot of things that annoy me, but for some reason I cannot think of one right now, and that's so annoying.
We should have written this down.
Oh, I got something. I got something to rant about. Do you know how annoying it is when you keep thinking of stuff, but then when you're put on the spot and need to think of something, you can't think of that thing? It's the most annoying thing ever.
Yeah.
And it's happening to me right now. I hate that. Ugh.
It's like yeah, I definitely feel it, and also similar idea to like when you're like arguing or something, or like you're just having a good conversation and you can't have the words to make your point, but your point is right there in your head.
Dude, don't you hate it when you're in an argument and you know you've won the argument in your brain, but you can't win it because you just can't explain
can't put it into
your
words.
Point. You can't put it into words, and you end up losing the argument.
I feel like that happens to everyone who ever argues ever.
That happens to me. I hate it.
Like, even when you win the argument, like, immediately after you come up with a better way of wording it that would have gotten your point across way better.
Yeah. I mean, I never win arguments because I'm just really bad at wording stuff in my brain.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, if I didn't assume, like, what you were trying to express, I probably like really hate a lot of your opinions.
Yeah. I mean, they always make sense in my brain, but I can't always put all of them to words, cause
like you cannot be taken at face value, and I know I can tell that for sure, because like even moments on this show where it's like I'm probably not getting as mad at you as it probably sounds like I should be, just because I know what you're trying to say.
I'm just like I'm way smarter than I feel like a lot of than most people think I am, and how and what I seem like, because I just am horrible at talking.
Yeah, that'll do
stuff into words. Like, it's horrible when you have something you want to say but you don't know how to put it into words.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I forgot what I was going with that, which is another thing that annoys me.
Yeah, I thought of another thing, but I forgot it again. Why, man? Why, bro?
This is a great topic because when we can't think about something, we can just complain about how we can't think about something.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But the problem is there's so much stuff that I hate. And I just want to let it out, but I can't.
That can kind of annoy me, my family. But, yeah.
Ooh.
I hope they're not watching this podcast.
Uh-oh.
A lot of things annoy me. I always get unreasonable... I just thought of one. So, when people say stuff, and it sounds like they just don't care about what you're saying. Like, when... someone's phrase to kind of show you that you don't really care about what someone's saying. Like, when you okay, here's how I'm saying it. When you're talking to someone and you say, okay, or they're ranting, they're talking a whole bunch, and then you're not really listening at all, so you just say okay to everything they say.
Yeah.
So I hate when people do that. And Wushi had this one thing that I absolutely hated, got so annoyed by. He said, oh, wow. Say it.
Wow.
Ah, my gosh. Hearing that literally sends shivers down my spine.
Like, get up in my face and talk about, like, Mario Maker and random stuff all the time. And, like, I just didn't know how to respond to it. And eventually, like, my natural response every single time was just like, wow.
Yeah. And I hated it. I got so annoyed by it. And a recent one with Corey is the way he... Okay, so have we talked about Corey? Corey is their cousin and my friend. I think we've explained who
Corey is. He's my cousin.
Yeah, and he always says, yup. But he doesn't say it right. He says it in a weird way, like Y-O-O-P.
That one I gotta disagree with you on. Like, he's just saying it weird. That's not even his way of saying I don't care.
I know, but I just hate it. It sounds
Do you just hate,
seems like that.
Like, default responses that people say when they don't know what to respond?
Okay, actually, yeah, that honestly kind of, though. That's probably
it. I can't live without those default responses because for me, it's either that or silence most of the time.
Yeah. But Corey, it wasn't even just the fact that it was a default response. He just said it weirdly. Like he said it.
Just doesn't sit right with you how he said it.
Yeah, if he said it yup like a normal person, it wouldn't annoy me. But he says it like poop, but with a Y at the beginning. Yoop. And it's so annoying. I hate it so much.
You wanna... speaking about, like, stuff not sitting right, you wanna talk about the inverted roles?
Oh yeah.
Explain this, and then I'll tell you why it's an abomination to nature.
We were in a car, and we were making a bunch of roll jokes, like... on... someone said on the roll, and then Corey's dad was like, don't get butter on your knees, cause like a dinner roll. Mm-hmm. And then later, we made a bunch of roll jokes, and then later Elisha said inverted rolls, and then just thinking about it, think about it. So, and I said rolls where the bread is on the outside and the crust is on the inside. Just think about that. That's just horrible.
This is where my rant comes in. So he said that, he explained that, and I was talking about how terrible that was. And people didn't understand my passion at first. And then I explained to them that image, like the crust, like it's not a bunch of crust crammed in there. It's one solid piece that was stretched out to fit it within the size of the roll. Like one solid piece of crust that was stretched out to fit that much. And then like outside of it is bread. It's horrible. It's an abomination to nature, and it's the worst thought that I've ever thought.
I wonder, okay, I kind of want to know what that would taste like. Or what that would... I want to know how that would feel in your mouth. Or what it would taste like.
Hey, I would feel it, but I don't want to see it. I want nothing to do with that thing.
Oh, gosh. That sounds interesting. Do you think... Wait, we should try to look something like this up.
Inverted roll? How?
I don't know how you would look this up, but I feel like that's something we could look up.
I don't think this is something someone would have edited. So I don't think anyone would have thought the same joke and then made what it would look like.
Hey, okay, I got an idea. At some point in time, I should try to create an inverted roll.
Good luck.
Should I, or would that be too equally horrible and difficult to do?
I don't think it's possible to. Like, it's like thinking of a color that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Just inverted rolls. It's literally impossible.
Although there was that AI generated cow meme that Dangus made, my brother, where like the text just doesn't look real. It looks straight out of a dream. That I love that picture so much. I'm gonna link that in the description.
It's so weird. Oh yeah, it's such a weird thing where it just has. It looks like it looks like English from afar. When you glance at it, it looks like it's English, but when you look at it, it just looks so weird. Cause it looks like English, but it just none of it.
Like it looks like you're looking. It's at not English letters. And then you like look at it for a second, and it's all distorted. It's like it's all wrong. I'm gonna link that picture in the description so people can experience it.
It's not even just. It's not even just like letter. It's not even just letters that are.
It's not out of place letters. It's distorted. It's just, like think.
Yeah.
This is the example that I always use. Think of like if you saw a dream in a conscious mind and you saw text in that dream, that's what it would probably look like.
Huh.
Speaking of that, that's like an interesting topic. Like, what would a dream look like if you saw it in a fully conscious mind? Like, you saw exactly what you saw.
That's true. I never thought of that. That's so interesting.
But actually, you saw it fully conscious. Like, what does that look like?
I always want to experience my dreams.
I just want
to. Dreams are just
see them.
My dreams are always so cool, but like, I never get to actually enjoy them because I'm in the dream while experiencing. And then I wake up and I realize, dreams are just the weirdest things ever.
Yeah, and then
just the thought of them
whole thing about like
sit right.
looking at the mirror in dreams and it's all distorted. I wish I could experience that, but I never look in the mirror in my dreams. I always have this reoccurring ability to like undo stuff that happened, but it never works. So like I know I have the ability, but I have to focus a bunch of mind power into making it work, and I just can't.
My dreams are like, they always have such good locations, you know?
Of course they do.
They always have really good locations.
And then
my dreams are...
then there's our friend Nick, where he had a whole dream that was just a bird flying.
Oh, yeah. Wait, do you want to explain Dangus's dream?
Dangus's dream?
Remember when he was in church? During camp. Oh yeah.
Yes. So good. So during like a church service at camp, because this was a church camp that we went to, Dangus was like really tired and he kept phasing in and out of sleep, and like me and our friend Nick, you know who Nick is probably, Nick like pointed him out to me that he was sleeping, and I like kind of chuckled a bit to like acknowledge what he had pointed out. And then he found it really funny that I was amused by that, so he started laughing. And I found it really funny that he was so amused by that, and I started laughing until we were both laughing really hard at him sleeping for no reason. And then Dangus would randomly wake up to us just laughing at him hysterically. Like, this happened multiple times. And then when he was fully conscious again, he explained to us that he was dreaming images of, like tiger patterns, the Quaker Oats guy. It wasn't even
images. It was just like a slideshow of a bunch of random stuff, as he explained.
And then just a random slideshow of weird pictures and stuff.
And then, our friend's hat.
Yeah, my cousin Corey, who we were talking about, he has like a hat with a blue and white stripe pattern. And he was dreaming about, like, that pattern rotating, like it was, like, the hallucination from Madagascar or something, but with our friend group.
Yeah.
And then he would just randomly...
And then there was zebra print, and then it had the Quaker Oats guy, a bunch of random stuff.
And then he would, like, randomly wake up to me and Nick laughing hysterically at him, and apparently I was laughing so hard my face looked all demonic, and it was in weird lighting, which made me look terrifying.
Do you think that's what you dream about in REM sleep, like in the early stages of sleep? Do you think that's what you dream about?
A slideshow, like the hallucination from Madagascar.
Yeah.
And then me and Nick laughing hysterically. Whenever he woke up, he just made a confused face of like devastated and amused. So we saw him being awake and we saw him make that face. And he described the experience of waking up as super confusing. So that wasn't a conscious decision to make that face. He probably wasn't even aware he was awake at that point. That's
so strange.
I laugh so hard every time I think about it.
It's pretty funny.
I just love that he was dreaming like that hat pattern. Like,
it's so random, bro. Like, what?
It's so in line with like a movie hallucination where you have weird hallucinations related to what's happening in your life.
Do you know what always happens for me in dreams? I never have nightmares, but I always have a dream where something bad happens. Either that, and then I wake up and feel relieved. Or it's a really good dream where it's like paradise, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh.
Same.
You know?
So I get both of those. So, like, I have a this isn't a reoccurring dream, but it's a reoccurring theme that happens in dreams. But, like, where we're driving and I'm in the back and the car sort of goes out of control. Maybe we're on a rickety bridge or something. And we always, like, end up getting in a crash. And then, that's sort of like the only time I'm able to use my ability to undo consequences. Yeah, we'll usually get in a crash and stuff. And then maybe someone will get horribly injured, someone I know, or even just an animal. Like in my most recent dream that I just had last night, a cat got like skinned alive by another cat and killed, like at our grandma's house, and it was a random cat that didn't have any significance to us, but our parents like sat us down to talk about how the cat died.
So random.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's such a good feeling when you're like having horrible experiences, when you're feeling something horrible in the dream and then you wake up. And
I have so many dreams where people get horribly injured where they'll never be the same again, and then I wake up and it's like, oh nice, they're okay. And then I'll have other dreams where, like, my hat, so, like, that I'll draw my avatar in, or, like, that I'll wear in real life sometimes, like, just gets destroyed in some way. And then I'll wake up and it's like, oh, nice, I don't have to buy a new hat.
That's funny. Do you know what was funny? What? So, during camp, Elisha thought he lost your brown hat. Like, unironically.
Well, the black one. I gave him the black one, but yeah. Oh. So, yeah, he wanted to borrow one of my hats.
What would you do if you lost that hat? If you're brown?
Well, I'd just buy a new one. I'd order a new one online.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know what I expected you were going to say.
That specific hat doesn't have sentimental value to me. I get annoyed when people take it off my head, but that applies for any hat.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but the original Corey hat definitely has sentimental
And that's actually,
value.
okay, to go back to that one topic, that triggered something in my mind. Rant about something that you hate. People taking a hat right off my head. It fills my body with rage. It's like, everyone has something that, like, when someone does it, it just gives them every negative emotion, and that's my thing. And I feel like that applies to more people than me, but, like, just something about when someone takes the hat off my head, it just, it's the worst feeling. It's worse than any insult anyone can tell me.
Yeah.
And I know you feel that way about people tickling you, so I know you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, not really. I hate it, but it's not that bad. I don't get angry.
You don't get angry? Okay.
One thing that feels like when people touch or get anywhere near my computer,
That's fair.
You spent
a lot of money on that thing.
Yeah, so much money.
But still, you have one of those things.
I saved up for 2 years for this. And whenever someone gets near it, I always have to be on guard.
You have that thing that fills your body with rage. That's what I feel whenever someone touches my hat or takes it off my head.
Like last night, Elisha was sleeping on the ground and he was just kept constantly touching my desk and I literally was so. It wasn't even something that would hurt anything, but I got so mad at him that I just wanted to yell at him and punch him in the face and beat him up.
Exactly. That's what I want to do whenever someone touches my hat. And I don't mind people asking,
And then I told him to leave and sleep somewhere else, but he just didn't. And it made me so mad.
Yeah. Like, I have no problem with people wearing my hats if they just ask. Like, yeah, sure. I don't care. But don't take it off my head. I mean, people take it off my head because they think it's funny, not because they want to wear it. But still, don't take it off my head. You suck. You're a terrible person, and I hate you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get angry very easily.
Yeah.
I feel I can get annoyed, but I can get annoyed at random specific things.
Yeah,
but
same.
I don't get annoyed easily.
Like, with arguments, I've gotten this new mindset where, like, if it's something you can agree to disagree on, it's not a fight worth fighting.
That's fair.
So, like, okay, if someone is annoying you and they refuse to stop annoying you, then that's a fair argument to keep on, like, going. But if you can, like, agree to disagree on something that'll make them stop annoying you, then do it. You're not going to prove anything. Yeah. You're not going to prove any points. Just agree to disagree.
I mean, that's a fair point. There's pretty much no way. Whenever I feel like this applies to literally everybody, but whenever you're in an argument, then sometimes, I mean, this doesn't, but sometimes you just realize the other person has a point, but you still gotta defend your point as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Like,
even though you know deep down you agree with them, you just can't end up agreeing with them because you're still on the other side and you don't want them to be in the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something that you gotta, you'll want to get rid of that. I mean, I'd see what you're saying. I'm guilty of that too. But that's something that you don't want. That's going to be the stubborn mindset that has arguments lasting forever.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another thing that annoys me that I can rant about. Like, people arguing over really small things that don't need an argument. You don't need to get heated over this. Like, yes, disagree.
Like
make fun of them. Don't get mad at them.
Like what? What arguments?
Okay. In one of the Discord servers we're in, the gamer gang, some of the people in there, like, they'll just get mad at you for having the wrong opinion, like, genuinely heated. Like, they were getting mad at me because I said that I like to eat ice sometimes.
I feel like they just want to get mad at anything, to be honest.
They want, yeah, and I can explain the mindset.
Want drama,
I know exactly what mindset they have. They want to, like, get mad at things and tell people that they're wrong because it feels good to be right. And if you don't have a good thing to get mad at, then you're gonna get mad at people for eating ice. because we can't deny this. Arguments feel great. It feels so good to explain, like, your point of view.
Yeah.
So you just want to start them at any
Oh wait, I thought of something that annoys me. Are we still on this topic?
Yeah.
Something that annoys me: movie critics who are overcritical. Like, movie critics are fine sometimes, but I don't. Sometimes they just act like they're the only ones who know what a good movie is. Since everyone's movie opinion is subjective, and sometimes it just feels like they don't acknowledge that. They just think everyone will have their exact opinion in watching a movie. Like, when you go to watch Minions, you're not expecting a critical crazy masterpiece out of Minions.
Yeah.
You go there to have fun, and like sometimes critics always act like they're always in the right and everyone's gonna agree with them, and sometimes they just need to realize that not everybody has the same opinion as them.
I mean, okay, if there's like an objective flaw that you're pointing out, then sure, like, make fun of people who defend that. That's fine, but if people just want to enjoy something, like, let them. Like,
yeah,
it's fair to say I don't care about this flaw. I can just ignore it and enjoy this property just fine.
Yeah,
and then sometimes they'll get heated over stuff that aren't, like, objective flaws even.
Yeah, like, the Minions movie isn't funny. And then they just start arguing about how the Minions movie isn't funny. But it's literally one of the funniest movies out there. Like, I can't write at this moment. Actually, the only movie funnier than Minions is Elf. Let's be honest.
Elf?
Elf is the funniest movie in existence.
It's a funny movie, don't get me wrong. But the funniest movie?
Yes. Name one movie that's funnier. Elf.
Let me think for a second. Hold on.
I mean, the Good Burger is probably number 3 after Minions and Elf.
I haven't watched The Good Burger in a while.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to watch Good Burger later today?
Yeah, we gotta watch. Maybe it's free with ads on YouTube. You think so? I feel like I've seen it.
It is. Oh yeah, I've seen it. It is free with ads on YouTube.
Yeah, and that's where they put all the good movies.
Oh yeah.
Are they actually making a Good Burger 2? Because I heard that, but I don't know if I can believe it.
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I don't believe it.
I'm
to
gonna
be
look
honest
this up.
with you,
Good
but
Burger 2.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up too.
2023 film. Are they really making Good Burger 2? Good Burger 2 began filming in May 18th, 2023. I guess. Yeah, they're making this.
Yo!
Wait, Good Burger 2
release. I'm so excited.
Date. I heard that November 2023. Get ready,
November
guys.
2020. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the Good Burger 2. The Good Burger is really funny.
Wait, is Good Burger gonna be theatrical? Will?
Maybe.
I don't even know if the first one was. Will Good Burger 2 be theatrical?
What does theatrical mean?
It means it'll play in theaters, so it's like the realest a movie can get. Will Good Burger 2 be in theaters? Unlike its predecessor, the sequel will not have a theatrical release. I was excited. I wanted to see it in theaters.
Why do all the horrible movies have theatrical releases, but all the really good movies that everyone loves
all the good stuff everyone's waiting for, like Good Burger 2?
Like, yeah, like, genuinely.
I do feel like they need to put some dumber movies in theaters. Like, I feel like they are prioritizing like the main stuff, like the huge things. But sometimes you just want to wind down and watch Good Burger 2 with the boys on a projector.
That's true. Like, sometimes they have the stupidest movies ever that are serious, but they're just not good at all. Like these stupid live action movies, you know. Almost every live action movie they play in theaters is bad. Yeah,
which is well, not the first Good Burger, because apparently that was theatrical, which is news to me.
Why, yo? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited for the second Good Burger.
Good Burger 2, it's happening. which I didn't quite believe when
Good
I
Burger
first heard
2.
that, but hey, I'm gonna trust Google on this one.
I'm so excited for the Good Burger 2, bro. Oh man, The Good Burger is such a good movie. If you haven't watched it, then I highly recommend it.
I barely remember
Like,
what happened because last time we watched it was like years ago when we watched it like that one time when you were there.
Oh, that movie is so good.
They got the... Didn't they have like a singing burgers hallucination, or am I thinking about a Wendy's training video?
I don't remember that, the singing burgers hallucination.
Okay, so I'm thinking about a Wendy's training video then.
Are you working at Wendy's?
Yeah, like there was like an old Wendy's training video that they played for new employees, and they tried to make it.
You're working at Wendy's?
No. This was like an old one that's on YouTube now, that they actually used to train people. So it had like the burgers started singing. The burgers started singing about how to make them.
That's just so surreal. That sounds like a fever dream that I would have.
There's a lot of weird training videos. One of them being the Pizza Hut like training like interactive game that I did for my old job at Pizza Hut.
Bro, I'm thinking about Elf now and I can't stop laughing.
You're thinking about the mean elf, aren't you?
Yeah. I just love Elf. It's such a good movie.
It's a good one. A real good one.
And
Elisha
That's definitely the best Christmas movie.
Elisha told a story about how Nick showed him Elf, and he said like, I mean, it wasn't that good, it was okay, and like Nick slapped him.
I mean, that's fair. I agree with
Gotta defend Elf some way.
I mean, Elf, I can agree. It has the worst climax in all movies. Like, have you seen the climax?
Yeah, I've seen the whole movie multiple times.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a really funny movie, and then it just turned into, buddy, you have to save Christmas.
That was horrible. The ending, I can admit, was horrible in every way, shape, and form.
And that's a lot coming from you.
Yeah. I love the movie, but they just did not do the ending well. The only reason people watch the movie is for silly fun with Buddy the Elf. Mm-hmm. They're not watching a movie to see Buddy save Christmas. It's just not a good climax.
Yeah, there was no like hints in the beginning that Buddy was supposed to save Christmas. It was about him like finding his dad and like being a weird guy.
Yeah.
And then that just came out of nowhere.
They were like, oh, they're like, oh, it's time to save Christmas, guys. Am I right?
Time to save Christmas.
Yeah, no, time to save Christmas, guys.
What else is on the list of your funniest movies? Because I'm liking this list so far.
I don't know.
You got Good Burger, Elf. What was the other one?
Minions.
Good Burger, Elf, and Minions. The 3 funniest movies.
I mean, they're funny though.
They are funny. I'll give you that. Where would you put the Mario movie on the funniest movie list? How funny do you think the Mario movie is?
It's not that funny. I don't know if it's on there.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like it has
movies,
some good jokes, but
unless movies unless the point of the movie is it trying to be funny, it's not. I don't usually find it that funny.
Yeah, I do wish they took like more of a stupid approach with the Mario movie, and then they saved like.
No, I disagree.
I would have wanted a stupid approach for the Mario movie because it's Mario. It's supposed to be stupid and fun.
No,
and then they could.
Can't.
If Nintendo wants to make a serious movie, they can make like a Zelda or Metroid movie or something.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but the Mario movie was perfect in every way. Let's be honest.
I mean, not perfect, but I liked it.
Yeah.
It has some decent jokes.
You liked it. I love the Mario movie. It's not. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's very hard just to make a funny movie when it's
like the main appeal for me was just the characters. I enjoyed the characters a lot, and also just like dumb fun with Mario. As much as I wish it was dumber, it was dumb fun with Mario at the end of the day, and that's what I came in wanting.
Yeah. Okay, that is probably in my top 5 favorite movies list, to be honest, because I love that movie. Like the Mario movie is just perfect in every way. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I wish it left more of an impression. Like I kind of wanted it to be like either really good or really bad, but instead it's just kind of like pretty good, or maybe a little, maybe a little better than pretty good.
It was really good, I'd say.
But
it was really good.
I wouldn't put it at.
It wasn't pretty good. I'm joking, bro. I just like annoying people with not letting them have bad opinions.
Yeah, we can't agree on everything, but I respect finding the Mario movie perfect because I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. You can at least agree with that.
Mm-hmm. What?
There are so many good movies. I always forget my list of movies, but I know the Angry Birds movie is number 1.
Of course.
Okay, honestly, I'm just gonna have that in my. I'm gonna make a new channel in my notes for my ranking of every favorite movie.
I like how we have these like random list channels in our Two Poops in a Pod recording server.
Well, not in the Two Poops in a Pod. In my notes.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we have the Angry Birds movie in our topic, so it won't hurt to rant about it.
Nah, we're not gonna talk about that now. I want to save that for next time.
Okay.
So number 1, the Angry Birds movie, obviously.
Of course.
What's number 2? I honestly, number 2 might be the Mario movie. Yeah, I'll just put that at number 2.
I'd throw the Spider-Verse movies, like, at least in my own list.
I mean, Spider-Verse 1 is probably somewhere in the top 10 at least.
Spider-Verse 2 is probably in the, like, top 3 for me, and Spider-Verse 1 would be in the top 5.
I mean, I like number 1 better than number 2.
I've never understood that perspective. I thought like the second one just blew it out of the water in like every way. Not to discredit the first one, because that one was like insane. They did wild with that.
First of all, the first one was just had more fun. It had a lot more just mindless fun.
It did have more mindless fun. I'll give you that.
And second of all,
like the second half of number 2 got really serious, and as great as it was like nice to have like comedy all the way throughout.
Yeah, and the thing about that, there's one plot hole in the second movie that pretty much ruined the entire second half of that movie for me because of one plot hole.
What was it?
It was, I guess I just didn't understand why Miles was trying to save his father when he would have destroyed the universe. His motivations just did not make sense to me. Since his father
I really like
his
about
father
it,
would have died. His father would have died anyway.
Like Miles,
it just made me mad. It just made me mad.
I really enjoyed that. Like that makes Miles such an interesting character, that he has such a different perspective on that he thinks he can like save his dad and the universe at the same time, and that Miguel might not be completely correct. I thought that was a really interesting character.
I mean, I guess moment. That's fair, but for me, that just annoyed me personally.
Just made him mad.
I'll have the Sonic movie at number 3.
Sonic movie?
Yeah. I love how the top 3 are just video game movies.
The Sonic movie did leave more of an impression. Like it.
Oh yeah.
Like the idea is really weird. Like you'd think it would be like a really like bad movie just because of the idea of like a Sonic, one of those basic live action animated hybrids where a live action character and the goofy animated sidekick annoys them until they eventually get persuaded into liking them through a big adventure.
Number 4 is the Angry Birds
that
movie
is exactly what happens in the Sonic movie, but it would end up being pretty fun.
Number 5 is Luca, because I like Luca a lot.
That one was pretty fun. It was just like very simple fun.
Yeah, I just loved DeLuca in every way. It felt like a really long episode of a TV show because it had really just not high stakes. I liked how low the stakes were, which kind of made it better.
I feel like simple.
It felt like a really long episode. It kind of felt like a really long episode of a TV show.
I feel like very simple, dumb, fun movies don't get enough credit. Because
like Minions. The reviewers gave Minions such a low score, and it makes me mad. Just give Minions a 10 out of 10, bro. Minions is not meant to be critically acclaimed or anything. It's meant to be dumb fun, bro.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. It's a really stupid movie. Like, looking at it from a critic's perspective, the same way you'd look at like a huge movie or something, just isn't a fair way to look at it, because that's not what it's trying to be. You gotta criticize it based off what it's trying to be, and what the meaning of it's trying to be is dumb fun that'll make a lot of money, and it was dumb fun that made a lot of money.
I'm gonna look up what I got on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's gonna be low, at least for the critic score.
Yeah. 55. I mean, that's not as low as I expected. I mean, it's
not bad.
It should have been a lot higher, but like 55 isn't that bad.
I mean, I don't think people
But the audience score is 49. Like, why?
Wait, the audience liked it less than the critics?
Yes, how, bro? Like, what?
You want to take back what you said about... Actually, no, I don't... Rotten Tomatoes is awful. Rotten Tomatoes gets so much stuff wrong.
Yes.
I'm not gonna trust anything from Rotten Tomatoes. I usually go to IMDb, which usually reflects the general consensus a little bit better.
Yeah.
IMDb Minions.
I guess that's fair. Okay, but for me, my movie opinion is always like it's literally a 1 in 2 chance that that my movie opinion is gonna line up with what people think.
Got a 6.4. Like, that's not bad at all.
I just have the opposite of a critic's mind. When I go into a movie, I just watch a movie for fun. I never think of anything. I never think of the plot structure like Corey does.
I think about that stuff, but it doesn't deter my enjoyment of it. Like, I don't care if there's objective flaws in it. It's funny. It has fun stuff, and I like it.
I just watch a movie for fun. I just watch a movie for fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'll point out flaws. I'll notice flaws. I'll acknowledge flaws. But I'm not going to care about them. If I enjoy the movie, I enjoy the movie.
I mean, sometimes I find flaws, but usually the flaws I find are way more significant to me than most people. Like, normally they're just a really stupid... When I tell them to people, other people say, like, oh, that flaw is really stupid and doesn't affect the movie at all. But, like, sometimes a really small flaw can ruin a movie for me. That's stupid, and it's a really small flaw.
Wait, do you have any examples?
Can ruin a TV show. Like, the locations in some movies.
Oh, yeah, you went on a locations rant on the show before.
Yeah. The locations in Stranger Things ruined the show for me. It just, I mean, it's not a horrible show, but it has such bad locations that I just don't like the show.
So what's your criteria for a good location? Like, if it's bright and colorful, do you usually, like, enjoy it more?
There's no criteria. I just like locations that I like.
So it can be, like, a really dull location if it's, like, good for the movie and done well?
I mean, I liked Piggy Tail's location, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, well, the Piggy Tail's location is hilarious, and it adds to the comedy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Piggy Tail's is a perfect example of dumb fun.
I love the locations of Luca. I love the locations in The Good Dinosaur. I love them in the best location for me is probably either the Mario movie or the Lego Movie 2.
The Lego Movie 2... I guess the Lego Movie 2 did have some, like, really interesting design choices where... It would have, like, parts that weren't even built by Lego, like when the younger sister had built the background, just because the younger sister breaks the rules of Legos because she's young and stupid. I thought that was a really cool
both
detail.
Both of the Lego movies have such good locations.
Like, the Lego movies
I just love
great.
them. Yes, they have such good locations.
Like, say what you want about the Lego Movie 2. I thought it was good. I don't get why some people don't like it. But
I mean, I think it's definitely not bad, but it's definitely not great.
It's not great. It's not as good as the first one, but
fine.
I had a good time with it, and it deserves a little more credit.
It's as good as the average animated movie.
Yeah.
It's infinitely better than most. It's much better than most live action movies, but like, it's definitely good. And I guess I do have some bias against it since the first time I watched it was in school, which definitely gave me biases against it. But yeah.
I had a good time with it. I don't get like all the hate for it. I mean, it's not as good as the first one, and like with the people who created it,
I liked it.
There was higher expectations, but it was fun. It wasn't that bad.
I liked the movie personally.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't mind blowing or anything, but I definitely liked it.
I think it was just the expectations of the first one, because that one ended up being like universally loved, and that one had the expectations that it would be really bad, which made it loved even more. And then the second one, everyone thought it was going to be really good because the first one was really good. Yeah. So they both had like
a movie.
Like the first one had an advantage for the opposite reason. For the same reason the second one had a disadvantage.
Okay, so for my list of movies, number 6 is the Lego Movie, number 7 is Good Burger.
I love this list. It's the most random list.
I know.
And like the only live action ones are Elf and Good Burger, which is fair, but it's just funny because that's not what you hear people praising when they talk about the best movies. Elf and Good Burger.
I have wildly unpopular opinions when it
When's
comes
the last
to
time you watched
movies.
Good Burger?
Like a year ago.
Okay, so you know about Good Burger.
Mhm.
You know what you're talking about.
I want to watch it again though, because it's so good.
I can't wait for Good Burger 2. Apparently they got the same cast and everything, and that's huge. Usually for that kind of thing, they'd like get a new cast of characters, and like tell a similar story. Like maybe new characters would work at Good Burger, but no, they're going with the same guys, and I think that's hilarious and awesome.
Do you know what I would? Do you know I wouldn't be surprised if like, if Rotten Tomatoes ranked every movie ever. I feel like my ranking would be the list of their top 10 bottom movies. Are my top 10 best.
I mean, the movies that you like, they're not like hated by people. They're just kind of okay to a lot of people.
Yeah. I just have wildly strange movie opinions to most people. I kind of want to end this soon since I'm getting tired and I think it's almost dinner.
Yeah. I mean, we've been going out for an hour.
And it's an hour long, so.
We can just end it whenever at this point.
See you later.
That's not our outro. Remember, I said last time.
Okay, I'm gonna hum.
I said last time. I said last time that I'm doing the outro, and I'm not gonna settle for this.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Bye.
Is it? Did you stop recording?